Merry Christmas and shit. It's a wonderful fucking day. You know, it's been rare lately that I've actually had good news. It's the irony of the good news is it came from some bad news. You know, sometimes when someone shits out of you, a fucking flower grows out of that later and it blooms and it's beautiful. I posted, this is a video that was unplanned, hence the bathrobe and the bed head, because I literally woke up not too long ago. I'm still having my coffee. But Susan Wojcicki, I gotta give you a big round of applause. Good fucking job. Good job. So you might be wondering what I'm all fucking giddy about. Now, granted, I don't have a lot of LBC. I had a decent amount. I was saving up to be able to boost my videos higher, and I was waiting for a dip so I could buy in. Well, I got fucked. I can't buy in, but I can cash out what bit I had. But for those of you who are invested in LBC, Christmas fucking came early. And let me just get into it. Now, for those of you who are new to crypto, I kind of, I've been pushing you to Odysee for a while. Odysee is growing, and I have definitive proof pretty much that because of this new YouTube policy attacking political commentary, and then you couple that with all the Bitcoin controversy, basically every time Susan slaps us around, this happens, only this happened on a much larger scale. Now, for those of you who don't know what LBC is, that is the cryptocurrency behind Odysee and LBRY. Well, mostly Odysee now, but LBRY is still a thing. If you want to get more in the file exchange protocol aspect of things. But let's take a look at what's going on. We are up, way up, to 8 cents. We were at 2 cents yesterday morning. 2.5, well, 3 cents. I think we did pop 3 cents. I got out at like 2.5 cents. I took all of my investment out at a profit. I am now 100% profitable. And when the next dip comes, I'll reinvest the same amount of money, and I will have $0 of my own money in LBC. I'm waiting. I don't know if it's going to happen now. Or the whole game might change, and I might be, LBC might level out at fucking 5 cents. In which case I can buy in at that point, assuming I'm comfortable with it. And I think I'm gonna be. I think 5 cents might be the new norm for LBC. Now this is not financial fucking advice. I'm celebrating the success of Odysee right now. Now, ever since 2020 started to fucking kick off and all the censorship really, let's look at the 3 month here. Ever since the censorship kind of ramped up, we had a small boost. And I do mean small. It went from 0.09 cents at one point, and then it leveled off around 2 cents, occasionally dipping down to, those lower numbers. But it was pretty stable with trading volumes at, 400, 600,000, 500,000. That's $500,000 floating around in crypto at these times. Well, that has changed dramatically. At 10 p.m. last night, some big player bought in to LBC. Well, around 10 p.m. And it shot up in value to 16 cents. Oh, I wish I would have been there for that. I didn't see it. I don't check often enough. 16 cents. Huge investment. Some big player, the trading volume went from 1,145,000, which it was up slightly, to $7,829,000 being traded. This is real money, people. LBC is real. I'm in the process of cashing out what little I have right now. Takes a little bit. You got to know some trading shit. I'll get into that a little bit in case you're interested. But once again, this is not financial advice. You know, trading is essentially probably gambling in a legal way. That is. You know, so is investing in any business. You never know. This LBC is basically the equivalent of buying stock in Odysee or LBRY. That's what that is. It comes in the form of crypto, which is just a fancy way of saying we're able to exchange this currency amongst ourselves without any third-party interventions. It's the great thing about the blockchain. But, you know, somebody big has come in, and the timing of this coincides with the news breaking about Susan's lovely new policy of censoring the shit out of political commentary. This happens every time Susan gets out of line. We see a huge boost in LBC. You know? Sorry, I distracted there. So, you know, as of right now, I'm in the middle of trying to trade this shit. Which I go on CoinX. That's the place where I trade at. Because it's in Australia and they don't care where I'm from. It's a good thing. And it's down to 0.7 cents right now as I make this video. I realize my screen is a little on the small side for y'all. But 0.74 cents. But that spike, that's the volume. And this will be the level-ish, you know, 7 cents will probably be where I cash out. Because it's dropping back down. You know, this happens a lot in volatile currency with a lot of volume. You'll see huge gains and huge dips. But the thing with LBC is it has actual value in that you can boost your fucking videos. You know, if we go to Odysee here, if I want my videos to rank in searches, you know, on YouTube, that's controlled by Susan and the algorithm of happiness, which is getting worse too. I don't know if you caught that news. But somebody's fed up. You know, a lot of people should be fed up. And if you're a fucking content creator, you should definitely get in on this at some point. If for nothing else, what I'm withdrawing today is all LBC I earned on the platform, because I took my investment out back when it jumped up to 2.5 cents, thinking it was going to dip back down to 1 cent or, you know, 1.5 cents, and then I would buy back in and make a profit. Well, now I'm waiting for a new dip, and I can't buy back in for a little bit. You know, you don't buy the top, you buy when it goes down. But there's, like I said, I do believe the new plateau, and I'm not a fucking expert on crypto and trading and all of that, but I do believe the new plateau is going to be probably 5 cents. That's what my prediction is, but that's based on non-scientific fucking data. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just an asshole. I can't stress this enough when you start investing in shit. You know, I'm more here that I'm happy that volume has risen, that there is more money in Odysee itself, that the people that are developing it may have had a nice little Christmas payday, as we're seeing from how it jumped from that, and it's pretty much cut in half overnight. You know, so a lot of people are like, woo, Christmas, and they're cashing out right now. They're like, yes. You know, this is normal trading activity. It happens in every currency and every stock. You see a huge boost, an enthusiastic buyer comes in that's huge, and then a bunch of people that have been sitting on it for a while decide, hey, it's time to take a profit. And then once it levels out, those people that took the profit, they'll buy back in. That's how you make money in trading. I don't do it enough, to be honest with you. I should probably start working on it more. But you can lose. You know, if Odysee could go to shit, and then the whole fucking thing tanks, and then you lost money on the deal because everybody pulls the value out. That's how it works, and that's okay. That's the way it should be working. Whoever invested all of that trading currency essentially is helping creators. You know, we all got a piece of that pie. If you've invested in LBC and some big player comes in and dumps $7 million into the fucking platform, you get a cut of that, basically, by trading. And that's how it works. You know, and if you look... And if you look at the major exchanges it's traded on, Bittrex is a big one. They've been around a long time. Bittrex pulled out of New York State, and I lost a little bit of money. I lost 50, 60 bucks on that, I think I had total in the fucking deal. And Bittrex pulled out of New York State due to Cuomo. It's another one I can chalk up to Cuomo. But they put a new regulation in, and they wanted Bittrex to pay them more money. So Bittrex said, well, I guess we just don't do business with New York State anymore, and they cut anybody that lives in New York State off. No, you know, that's the know your customer aspect of crypto. CoinEx doesn't have KYC, you know, as far as I can tell. Now, I've signed up. They know I'm from New York, and they haven't traded it because I don't want to later on have, you know, some money tied up in their exchange and then have them fucking go tank. These are risks with crypto as well. But confidence is high with CoinEx just as much as Bittrex, so that tells me it's a safe platform for me to trade on. But any platform that you have your money on, you know, even Coinbase could at any time fuck you. I think we're pretty stable, though. I think the way the economy's going and the value of the dollar is going, which might play a role in that spike, but the timing of this spike tells me that some big content creator, and I'm going to explain to you the value of the LBC here in a minute, but some big content creator probably came to the platform and bought a bunch, or some big network bought a bunch to have a presence. Because the way the LBC works, which you see I ain't got much left right now, you can come to your videos, like if I go to my other video here, the way it works, you know, the more you have invested, and this comes from, like, if people tip on your videos, if people, you know, just support, there's two forms of things you can do. You can tip, which boosts your videos in the search, or you can do what's called support, where you aren't permanently investing your money into a video. And this is what I do to my own videos a lot of times, and sometimes other videos that I think need it, is you temporarily lock up your LBC on that particular video. And then when somebody searches for it, it'll rank much higher on the list than anybody else, depending on, because, you know, it's whoever has the most support on their video, either through tips or through support, it'll boost you in the algorithm. This is the real value of it, because it puts eyeballs on your videos. And the more eyeballs you have on your videos, the more LBC you can earn through tips. And there's an auto tip. Right now, every view I get, up to 10 views per registered user, you have to be in the system for it, I get like 0.08 LBC for every view. And I do believe that it's got a cap on it so nobody can abuse it and stuff like that. And that's how the current LBC distribution works for content creators. So, and that's without tipping. You watched my shit. You watch somebody else's shit. Your first 10 views per day, I think it is, get credited as an auto tip to that creator. So that's why I love the platform for that. Because you don't get that on BitChute or any of these other platforms. You rely solely on donations on those. This has a kind of a system to reward content creators. Plus, I get I think I get 350 LBC a month just for mirroring my YouTube channel. That's a reward. I get 15 LBC every time one of you click the little link to join Odysee. That's a 15 LBC reward for me. Just before this boost, I got 60 LBC and people clicking the referral link and coming in and signing up for Odysee. These are all things that don't cost you anything to do, by the way. You know, you get rewards for watching videos. There's a daily watch reward, and it's random. And I think the most I've ever gotten was 10 LBC in one shot on there. But it's a roulette. Usually it's 1 or 2 or sometimes 0.5 LBC. And that's on one of your views. And then there's this tiered view. So you get rewarded LBC for watching content. I don't know, you know, it's not a lot. They're not like paying you shit tons of LBC to do these things, but you could over time gradually accumulate LBC just by watching content. So it's a great incentive for people to watch content, and it's a great incentive for people to make content. So, you know, this is a good sign, I think, for alt tech platforms. Because if we go back in the history here, it's been a while, you know. This is the 1 week chart on CoinEx, but actually we should probably go to Bittrex because the CoinEx just started trading it. They didn't trade it from the beginning. But, you know, back in 2018, it came out and went up to $1.10. That was an initial investment by somebody. And then over time, as more and more creators came and started making money on the platform, they took pieces of this pie, you know, which was its 7 million trading or 12 million trading volume when it started out. And we're getting close to it. We're at 11 million trading volume now. So we might see one of these spikes here. You know, we might be at this stage of $1. I'm not going to wait around for that, but I should, but I don't think I don't know that there's a trending line for that. My prediction is we're going to drop back down to 5 cents and probably level off there. That's my thoughts. And that's based on these other little spikes that have happened here and there over the 2020 year, you know. And it's just, it went real low here in this period. I remember that, you know. Well, I don't remember that. Actually, this was the first time right here. If we look at the 1 month charts and we go back, I can't do that. Shit. We look at the 1 year chart. If we look at the 1 year chart, you know, this is where I joined LBC. This is where they went after crypto YouTubers. And a bunch of them left. It was sitting at an 8.008 cents in value, which is not a lot. So if you came in during these days and you cash out today, you know, if you bought 100,000 LBC back here, your Christmas is really good for you this year. That wasn't me. I've been bouncing out with little bits of money here and there. I've never been a serious crypto trader. You know, maybe I need to fucking evaluate that. But you know, it took a while to get from there to where we're at today. And it was a little bit of a rocky road. I mean, we had a spike to 3 cents, and this was the norm for the whole year. It would jump up to 3 cents, and then I would sell off, and then it would drop back down. You know, this is where it dipped back down to like 0.9 but as you can see, from this point to this point, it leveled off at a higher level. And that's what I think we're going to see with this huge investment that somebody made into the platform. And keep in mind, they're getting value for that investment. If they're a content creator, they are boosting their videos to people. You know, people can see their shit. So, you know, going forward, throughout 2020, we had another spike. This was also a censorship thing. Basically, these spikes have coincided with increased use of the platform. This was a fairly level time, and this is also tied to Bitcoin too. Bitcoin's performance has mirrored this in some respects. So that's also something to keep in mind. As this Bitcoin fluctuates, so does LBC, but this divergence here, this isn't from Bitcoin. This is from somebody investing directly into LBC. If you look at the Bitcoin charts, they don't correlate with this chart. So the big news is some big player just came in on LBC, and they want to be at the top of the search charts. And then as a result of that big player coming in, then the traders lit up. They're like, yay, it's trading time. But this big spike that happened at 10 p.m.-ish last night is benefiting people who were already here, who are already trading, already invested in LBC, because now they can take a profit. And then they wait, and that's the game. You wait, you see when it's going to dip again. It's in dip progress. By the time you watch this, it might be back down to 5 cents, maybe even drop back down to 2 cents. I don't know. Maybe this was a one-off. That's a possibility too. You know, but I will be, after this, much more comfortable buying in at, say, 2.5 cents, which was my profit point before, but I can raise my profit point and buy back in at 2.5 cents. But this is what's going on behind the scenes. You don't have to get involved with any of this. You could have your LBC just sit there. I think that would be unwise, if you're earning LBC and it jumps up to $1 and you have 100 of it, hey, well, you got paid, didn't it? And that was all LBC you earned just being on the platform and being active on the platform. And for content creators, you know, there's no reason. You get a big reward every month of LBC just for putting your content on here. They want your content. They want you to work for them, essentially, by putting your content here. And right now, they're doing as little as possible to fuck with you and as much as possible to make you happy, which is why we have Odysee in the first place, So, yeah, I was really happy to see that sometimes there's a silver lining to Susan's misbehavior. If you're not on Odysee, I think now's the time. I would wait for it to level off and then invest if you're into that. If you're not, if you just want to participate without investing anything into Odysee, just come and hang out and watch videos. It's really all you got to do. I mean, you're not going to get rich doing that, but you will earn a little bit of cash, or maybe you will just earn LBC with which you can tip your favorite creators on there and allow them to earn a living with just your views, which is, I like a little bit better. And if we had a lot more people doing it, I like that better than the ad revenue model that YouTube has, because then that incentivizes them to continue to censor and control us. Don't forget, YouTube is corporate babies. Not only are they part of the biggest corporation on the planet, but they're advertisers. The people that pay Google, they're the big corporations, the ones that are making lots of money right now on our pain and suffering. So when I see something like this, it makes me happy. It gives me hope. So for those of you who are new to Odysee, welcome, and thank you for coming. And let's really make a dent in Susan's bullshit. Let's let her know that, hey, if you push too hard, YouTube's probably done. Just saying. And guess what? I've heard an announcement, I think it was about a month ago, that Odysee is working on live streaming. That'd be next level, But in the meantime, I'm streaming on DLIVE. But hey, if I could I don't know that I want to put all my eggs in one basket there. We'll see. But it would be mighty convenient if I could just live stream on Odysee. And they're working on it. I don't know how there's a lot of tech involved in that. But what the fuck do I know? This isn't financial advice. It's more of a celebration of a boost in these alternate tech platforms that are standing up as a direct result of YouTube's horseshit. So YouTube, take this as a message. This is a time. You're standing at a fork in the road and you're already got one foot going down the wrong fucking path. I'm telling you, the more you tighten your grip, the more star systems will slip through your fucking fingers. It's a star. I'm a nerd a little bit. Used to be anyway. That was a Star Wars reference. But, you know, the more you expand the evil empire, the more the rebellion goes on. It's pretty much how it works. And right now, tech censorship is growing these platforms at an exponential rate. And we're seeing it. Spread out. Diversify your view time here, people. That's what you need to do. And if you're a content creator, you have to also diversify. Don't just make YouTube videos and mirror them. Go and give people an incentive to spend time on these other platforms. And I'm going to do the same. And for those of you who missed the DLIVE live stream last night, I am in the process of finishing up. I finished the edit on it. I stayed up till 4 a.m. It was fun. I will be posting that on Odysee, the video version, and I will be emailing people who are on my email list an audio version of that podcast. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to come on here and celebrate for a little bit. And, you know, it's not often I get good news in 2020, you know, and I just love to see that we have a big investment in the platform and that people that have been faithful to Odysee are getting rewarded as a result. And that's what I like to see. So that's it for this video. Once again, not financial advice. There's risk associated with trading crypto. And so I'm not telling you that this is definitely not the time to buy anyway. But it is a time to sign up for Odysee. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you enjoy and are active on the platform, you'll get a little piece of this pie as Susan pushes more and more content creators to invest in Odysee because we're incentivized. I can tell you right now, I'm waiting for the nearest level off or dip at this point. I was waiting for a dip. Now I'm just waiting for it to go back down to, you know, close to maybe 3 cents, 4 cents, somewhere in there. And then I'll probably be confident enough to invest at that point. You know, which I won't be able to boost as much as if it dropped down to a penny, but that's what I, as a content creator, am motivated to do because the more LBC I'm holding, the higher I can boost my videos, which have an ROI that's not associated with market value, as in people watch your videos or subscribe to your channel and, you know, and follow you, then gradually you make profit that way, independent of actual trading. So that's the other aspect. There's 2 ways to profit. And I'm currently just doing one of them because I was out when this fucking bubble popped. You know? So that's that. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit. I'm going to try and relax a little bit. I've been working nonstop, I feel like. Maybe I'll try and get outside and something. I might bring a camera, though, so then that's work, too. Oh, and I just want to close out with fuck Susan and fuck Cuomo. Fuck them both. And anybody else. And Biden, you know, fuck him. Fuck Kamala. You know, fuck all of them. I'm sorry if that upsets you. I could still say that on YouTube for now. But, you know, there may come a day where I can't even talk about it at all. I think that's what they are nudging us towards. They want commentary to stop. Because we're dangerous. We promote dangerous ideas and we might say something that might offend somebody that's perpetually fucking offended. You know, fuck your feelings. I'm sorry. But, you know, this offensiveness or offended, I'm offended by this, or she said that, and I'm offended. Grow up. Who cares? People talk shit to me all the time. People call me a piece of shit. Tell me I look like fucking Rob Zombie's illegitimate fucking stepson. You know? I mean, there's things that people say that could hurt my feelings, but I don't let it. That's what we need to get back to if we're going to have free speech, people. That's really what it is. If you want free speech, you have to put up with fucking speech that's a little bit on the toxic, miserable side. It's human. You can't change human nature. There's toxic, evil, or fucked up people out there, and they're gonna run their mouth. You know? It wasn't a crime till now. Anyways, I went off on a nice little tangent there. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit, and enjoy the extra video of celebration and happiness. And also, if you missed out on that podcast that's almost 2 hours and 45 minutes of content, you know, most of which is political, so if you're not into that, don't bother. But it's there for you. Have a nice motherfucking day. How many fucking times? You can tell my coffee's kicking in. Shit.